Welcome to Help with Natalie Cuomo, the podcast about a girl who just can't help herself.
Welcome to another episode of Help with Natalie Cuomo. I'm so happy to be here. I've got an all-star cast of guests today. I am joined by the incredible comedian, third loud boy, Robbie Goodwin. How are you today?
I'm here to take back my crown as the third loud boy from Natalie because she fucking took it on the last episode.
Yes, I tried to take it, but I couldn't do the impressions. So
they probably loved you, actually.
They missed you, and you are back by popular demand. Robbie, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for having me, Natalie. Who does that voice, that welcome to Natalie Cuomo?
I mean, it is the talking point of the podcast.
Who is that?
Doesn't everyone talk about that voice?
Because I've heard that voice like a million times. I always wonder who is that guy? How'd they get him, you know?
I mean, he's my mysterious friend.
Is it Lewis? Welcome to the show.
It's Lewis's alter ego.
Yeah.
And I am also joined by the incredible comedian. You might have seen her on Wild and Out, Maddy Smith.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? So happy to be here. The dynamic trio. Everyone's talking about us.
That's
Everyone's
true.
saying, wow, they have so much chemistry. So I'm glad we're in one room together.
Yeah. People have been saying that about us three specifically.
specifically.
We're the talk of the town,
They're
some
like,
would say.
are you guys going to start a show? Like,
Yeah.
you should pitch something.
Yeah.
Yes.
You guys should do Wild and Out too.
Wild and Out too.
Yeah.
Well, people have been
Out and
saying,
Wild.
yeah, that the three of us should do a Wild and Out spin-off.
Yeah.
Calm and in.
Yeah.
So what I was going to say before the podcast started, I feel like the three of us are people that are, and I could be wrong, a little crazy but can pass as normal. Like that's
Yeah.
what I feel like we all fall into the category of.
Are you crazy? I know Maddie's crazy, but are you crazy?
Harrington, am I crazy?
All right.
No.
Yeah, but I feel like that's like a trustworthy thing. Being able to pass as normal is a good quality to have.
I'm with you.
If you're
agree.
always like fucking crazy, I'm like, yo, grow up.
Yes.
Grow the fuck up. Pass as normal.
For real.
Yes.
Honestly, it means you overcame something because you're born this way. And you know.
Okay, Lady Gaga.
Yeah, Lady Gaga.
We're all
And
born naked and the rest is drag.
that is so fucking true.
Wow.
And then so you overcome that, like, you know, you work with it, you know, you assimilate into real society. Because if you succumb to just being crazy, then you are dysfunctional. But if you are able to assimilate, that means you overcame a bad hand that you were dealt. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But I also think true crazy is forcing yourself to be normal to appease to others.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe everyone's crazy, man, and we're the sane ones.
Whoa, dude.
Oh, can you pass that blunt?
Yeah. Have you guys listened to Joe Rogan?
I like to start the podcast asking the best advice that you have ever received.
Ooh.
Maddie, do you want to go first?
Oh my gosh.
And by the way, Maddie is wearing the fucking coolest outfit ever. I literally want to be
Yeah, it's a
Maddie
nice
when I grow
outfit.
up.
I'm not,
And the worst part of the whole thing is she's like, oh, I just rolled out of bed like
I
this.
literally did. I woke up at 10:15, had to be at gas at 11, got here at 11:15, threw some stuff on. That's the vibes, Natalie.
Now you look like you're hosting a show in the 90s.
Yeah. I try to go for like my style lately is like what would you want, what like celebrity on the street, you know, like Kristen Stewart was spotted with her blah 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 carrying a cup of coffee in West Hollywood.
It's the joggers. Lewis does this too. It's the sneaker. It's similar. The sneakers, the joggers, and then the casual tops.
It's the
Boom.
podcast outfit of the century.
It's a podcast, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, so my advice is more of a manifestation lately. As you guys know, I'm recently single. I'm a hoe right now.
Hey.
Okay.
Congratulations.
So this is a manifestation. I don't chase, I attract. What will find me, or something like that. Something about not chasing and attracting.
Fuck yeah.
So you know how in life you're always like, oh, fuck, I should probably do that. Bitch, just keep doing you, and what will come to you will come to you. Don't chase, Robbie. Stop fucking DMing me. No, I'm kidding.
I just want advice from you.
Yeah.
I keep DMing Maddie for advice.
I don't know if that's a good one.
Yes, I
like that.
I don't chase, I attract.
That's actually very Buddhist.
It is very
It's
zen,
all
yeah.
things come to you.
Yes.
Dalton told me that when he was on mushrooms.
I mean, Dalton told me that last week.
Yeah.
Wait, I would like to change my advice.
Maddie, I don't think this advice is working for a very specific person I know.
Hilarious. Well, he does need to chase meds.
Yeah.
But,
wow. I mean, this is coming full circle from last week's episode. We talked about exactly this, but in a different light.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I agree, especially when it comes to relationships or when it comes to, I think mine's
more
comedy
like
too.
career-based.
Career for sure.
Relationships, I'm fucking nuts. You know what I mean? I will chase a motherfucker and be like, he's intimidated. He needs to hear from me first. So I don't know what's going on there, but career stuff.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I should go to that. I should go to that. You know what? You're chilling. You're doing you. Do you every day.
You're doing well, too. So I'm surprised
it's easier to say when you're doing well.
What?
I don't chase, I attract.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Abundance mindset.
Abundance, yeah. Everything I have is everything I want.
Right. True.
I'm trying to be zen lately.
When did you learn these mantras?
Probably during quarantine when you force yourself to get your mental health together.
Yeah, those first 2 weeks, you're like, I'm going to better myself. And then it was like,
I'm going to share motivational quotes on my Instagram stories.
I don't chase, I attract. And then what's the other one?
Everything I have is everything I want.
Everything I have is everything I want.
I don't know if this is advice, is it?
No, it is.
Right?
How would you frame it as advice?
So, like, if you're like, oh, fuck, I need this. Back up for a second. Guess what I have? I have this and this and this. And this is all that I want. Like, you know how you're like, you know how you ever... it's kind of like similar to weight loss. So, like, you know how people are like, if I lose 20 pounds, I'll be happy. Well, guess what? Think of where you are now and be happy now. Because I spent all my 20s, like, wishing I was somewhere else. And all of my 20s are now super vague. Because I spent every moment living in, like, in a year when I'm blah, 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 blah.
Right.
And I'm really sick of looking back and being like, I have no memories because I spent every minute living in the future.
Yeah.
Yes.
Especially if you don't make it. Then it's like, well, I just wasted a lot of time.
Yeah, now my parents hate me and I'm infertile. So you guys tell me.
Are you infertile?
No, I just meant, like, if you waste all your time and your career doesn't go nowhere, and then you're 40, you have no eggs
doesn't go anywhere like Robbie.
Yeah. And you end up like Robbie, blah, blah, blah.
No. We're all young. We're all killing it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I like that. I like that idea. You know, it's interesting. All of the like big opportunities that have come my way have been things that I did not expect and I didn't think was going to be my path. It's kind of like a podcast. Like the direction it goes is never what you planned. And it's the same with like your career.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hate planned podcasts, segments, news.
Real ass dude of the week.
Real ass dudes of the week.
Like, all sorts of stuff.
I hate all those podcasts that make you scam Jews.
Yeah, I hate Gino too.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
It looks like Lewis is shadow boxing in there. Sorry, from the guest lineup, that looks like the most insane episode of Real Ass Podcast ever. But this will be fun.
This?
Yeah.
This podcast
This
is the best podcast being recorded at Gas right now.
I actually probably agree.
This helped
that
with
looks like
Natalie
a
Cuomo.
mess. Mike's left.
Real Ass Podcast, it's amazing. It's a great podcast. I love the podcast, but does anyone listen to it and then finish it and say, well, I just got some advice?
That's true. No, this is way more constructive and chill, which is nice. You could listen to this and relax.
Yes, you can listen to this. You can put it on in the background and relax.
That's what they're saying.
You put it on in the background. You can relax.
It's like ASMR podcasting, in my opinion.
Hear.
Well, that's all podcasts by women.
Is ASMR?
I have a lot of male listeners of my podcast, and I literally think for them it's ASMR.
You think so?
Yeah.
What part of it is ASMR? Like, do you
women
like
talking,
slurp or just the talking?
Women talking.
Interesting. Robbie, what's the best advice you've ever received?
Everything I want is everything I am. Kanye West.
Are you guys both really
graduation?
Yeah.
I mean,
boy, am I
you
late.
Guys are just really not.
We both just listed Kanye lyrics.
Yeah.
Everything I want is everything. How?
Yeah.
Here we go again.
Talk to me about how this changed your life.
My advice is they say she's a gold digger.
Yeah. Mine is when it all falls down. Man, I promise, I'm self-conscious. I have no idea what I'm doing in college. The major that I majored in don't make no money, but I can't drop out. My parents will look at me funny.
I'm up in the world. I'm down on my mind. Anyway, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I actually don't think I've gotten any good advice. I was like racking my brain. I was like, most of my advice.
None?
I'm trying to think of something like good. I think similar to Maddie, I think
you didn't prepare.
I didn't know. Was this a question that we got?
Yes,
She literally DM'd us 2 days ago in a group chat and said, bring advice that you've gotten. And you said, no problem.
Whoops.
You fucking bitches
Robbie.
don't read.
Sorry.
We need
No,
like a
it's okay.
drop because Robbie is the official first guest to have not prepared advice.
I just thought I was like, I'll wing it. You know what? This is why I need better advice. I can't fucking plan.
Wow.
My advice to you is read messages.
Read a full DM.
Yeah.
Read the full DM.
I think I saw 11 a.m. and I was like, got it. I shut off my phone, went to
So
sleep
rude.
right there.
Typical.
I guess what do we do at a time like this, Robbie?
I'm going to Google good advice.
No,
Oh
no,
my
no,
God.
no.
I'm
I
gonna
don't
time
want
to
your
Google.
Oh my
Google
God.
advice. What I think we should do is perhaps give Robbie some advice.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
could use some.
So Robbie, tell us about it.
Hold on.
No.
Good Advice is a 2001 comedy starring Charlie Sheen as Ryan Turner and Denise Richards as Cindy Stein. She dumps him and leaves town, but the resourceful Ryan takes over her advice column, deceiving readers. And see, this is good. This is a movie.
Maddie, I don't know how we're gonna punish him.
I don't know.
Sometimes the best woman for the job is a man. Whoa, I can't believe they got away with that.
That is good advice, though.
That is
Sometimes
pretty.
You ever
best
try to
woman
mount
for
a
the job.
TV? Yeah.
I don't know. I changed a water filter. I changed a water filter on one of those big water things.
Okay.
Oh, here's
yeah.
a good one.
Yeah.
Have the courage to live a life true to yourself, not the life others expect
Robbie,
of you.
this is not the point of the podcast. The podcast is about advice that you have taken and lived, held in your heart and taken it day to day and been like, this advice means something to me.
Well, Natalie, it's like my father always said, you'd worry less about what people think about you if you knew how seldom they do.
People have said that on the podcast
Actually, that's
before.
big advice.
That is-
No one's thinking
But
about
you know what? You're going to have to put
A
your
guy
phone
who
down.
killed himself said that. David Foster Wallace. He killed himself.
Yeah, I could see how that advice would make me want to
Can you
kill
put the
myself.
display back on, Harrington? Thank you. Interesting. Because Dalton also likes to reference David Foster Wallace.
Yeah.
And he sent me the David Foster Wallace commencement speech. This is Water. Have you watched it?
Yeah, that's a good
I've
one.
seen
Yes,
clips,
that's
but
a good one.
I have no interest.
Yeah. Why
in,
do you
like,
have no
watching
interest?
this. Just, I think I'm good.
Yeah.
Infinite Jest is too long. I'll say that.
What?
Infinite Jest way too long. I'll say that. He wrote
Infinite
that.
Jest is way too long. I agree, and I can
Yeah.
never get through it. But I appreciate people that brag about having finished it.
Yeah, I feel like it's one of those books, and I haven't read it, so this is easy for me to say. I feel like people say it's great just because they put so much time investment into it. So they're
Right.
like, well, it has to be good.
Yeah.
Because what if you read that long and it's fine?
No, it's like when people ask you if you enjoy comedy. You're like, of course I do. I've put 6 years in.
Yeah,
This is our infinite jest.
I better fuck it. Yeah.
We are tricked into telling people because after this we can't get any other jobs.
That is, yeah.
We're also stuck.
Oh, we are totally fucked.
Oh, we're screwed.
Help!
Hell.
So after reading Infinite Jest, you have to tell people you liked it.
Comedy is kind of like an infinite jest.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you feel like? How has Wild and Out changed comedy for you?
I don't have to have a job. That's one big perk. Money's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Following, good.
Yeah.
Touring, good. Meeting people on the show who don't do stand-up but make a shit ton of money doing Instagram. You're like, oh, shit. Before Wild 'N Out, I was like a stand-up purist.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, those other internet comedians are not really what I want to do. And then you see them, they're wearing Balenciaga, and you're like, oh, shit. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye, fucking...
Stand-up's not how you make the majority of your money in most cases, right?
To be known.
I'm not saying you particularly, just people in general. I feel
Yeah.
like don't make most of their money
Unless they
doing-
got famous from something else. Like, not a lot of comics make it just from stand-up anymore, right?
Like, the last one was like Brian Regan.
Yeah, I guess Nate Bargatze, but it's so few and far between, It's usually they have like a big podcast or they're on TV.
Or stand up plus your little clips and whatever.
Ugh.
But
Right.
only
I hate
stand
those
up, like
clips.
no social media.
That's
Only
crazy.
stand-up.
Oh, there's
That's
no way.
crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so- yeah, everyone has
Yeah.
to be like a multi-talented person now to like make it in
Yeah.
stand-up.
Right.
Yeah, and I think that's what Wild 'N Out made me accept,
Yeah.
as did. One time I was on the roof of the Tiny Cupboard. Yeah, I'm going to name drop the venue.
Yeah.
And I
Who books
said,
that?
I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
Like, only. You know how you're like resistant to the social media thing for a
Right,
while?
right.
And you're like, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
There is a point. It starts to feel like you're grinding your wheels in the mud.
Yeah.
I love the Tiny Cupboard. I love that place so much, and I love all of these like little spots. But yeah, you start to feel like I need to support myself.
Yeah.
But
Or you look at the facts of like who are the biggest comics right now.
Right.
It's like Andrew Schultz and Tim Dillon,
Mm-hmm.
all of who made a name on the internet, and you're like, okay, I can't do this.
Yeah. So you're saying I become Republican?
Yeah.
And I'll make a ton
Turn
of money.
into Rush Limbaugh, become Republican, say there's two sides to every situation.
Joe Biden has dementia.
Let's explore that.
Nobody likes him. I'm voting for Ron DeSantis.
Honestly, it's a way out.
Yeah, it
it's
really
a way out
is.
and up.
Yeah. Wild and Out, when I see your clips from Wild and Out, I think you look like you're having so much fun.
Yeah.
And that's what makes me feel like that's what gets me excited. Like when I'm like following you online and watching your videos, I'm like, Maddie looks like she's having so much fucking fun on Wild and Out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're wilding out.
You're wilding out.
I'm wilding out. Sometimes it's fun.
Yeah.
You also have to trick people into thinking you're having fun.
Right.
Same with stand-up.
Yeah.
And life in general.
It's a Broadway trick.
It is a Broadway trick.
American Utopia.
Yeah.
And I'm like, the band all looks like they're having a blast the whole time.
Yeah.
Like just having the best time. And I just know the second they're off stage, they're all like, oh, fucking hate this shit.
Yeah.
They're like taking their drums off and like throwing their sticks at David Byrne, you know? It's like, but it's a Broadway, you know, it's fun to watch because they look like they're having like an incredible time.
Right.
And it's part of showmanship, right?
Right.
But I can kind of also tell that it's fake, you know?
Yeah. Well, you know, because you're a performer.
Yeah, right.
It's kind of like when I was a waitress and I would be like, what can I get for you? And the second I turned around, I'd be like,
Yeah.
I guess
Totally.
it's every job.
It's every
Unless you're a
job.
CEO where you can just scream at people all the time.
right.
It's literally every job. I get off stage, I immediately go on my phone.
Yeah.
And people
Yeah.
are like, are you good? You were just hyped up. I'm like, oh, this is just a job.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel like, what do you feel like your stand up and what else is what you're trying to do, Robbie?
Good question.
And I was like, what's the goal,
You are
dude?
not going to make it in stand-up, so what's your backup
So,
plan?
like, what does your
We're just
savings
talking-
account look like?
So, Robbie, you are not going to make it.
Oh
Do
my
you
God!
have...
She's
We're
like-
just talking about how Maddie's doing.
She's like, Wild 'N Out looks so
Wild 'N
fun.
Out is
Anyway,
awesome.
Robbie, like, what is the big picture
Oh my
here?
God, you're making me like I look like a fucking asshole.
Robbie, you look like you have fun when you do these mics, kind of. But
no,
do you have anything
Robbie,
else
you're
going
a
on?
star. You're killing it with the stand-up game. You're killing it with your podcast.
Thank you.
What's your fucking thing?
Good question.
I need to shoot me in the fucking face for asking you a question about
Where's
yourself.
my drumsticks? No, that was I know what you mean. But it reminded me of Thanksgiving. So what?
Oh
so what?
my God.
Comedy? What are you doing?
What's that's not only a hobby. It's a little bit more involved.
So do you like make money off of that? Like a little bit.
Yeah. You're still doing the comedy thing, is what they always say.
Put me in your skits. That's
Yeah,
after
right.
4 drinks.
Robbie, are you going to talk about this in your skit?
Yeah, I'll put in my little
Hilarious.
skit. Little skit. They have to know better. They have to know they're sounding.
Robbie, you're a fantastic
Productive.
comedian. I'm just saying we're having a conversation about
Thanks.
it not just being stand-up and us also having other passions to like round out our careers. And I'm saying,
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know. And also, it's like I'm not getting booked, so it's like I do need a way out, like a different outlet.
don't be hard on yourself.
No, I just sent my
Well,
tape.
it's not hard on yourself if he's just stating facts.
Maddie, you're a little wilding out right now. All right, put it back in the cannon.
My bad.
Don't unleash
the Nick Cannon. All right,
Yeah.
keep going.
No, because I have like a good tape and I do well and stuff, and then I like send this message out to like 1 billion bookers, and none of them get back to me. One guy says they'll keep me in mind after he saw I was
worst thing.
doing Skankfest.
I hate when people say that.
Yeah, I'll keep you in mind. Oh, someone said, if someone drops, I might let you know. I was like,
Hilarious.
hell yeah, dude.
So
I
much
am making
vagueness.
it. 4 years in New York. This is awesome.
I should not have said stand-up and what else. I shouldn't have.
No, it's not your fault.
It's not what I meant.
It's not your fault. Oh, it's not your fault.
It's not what I meant. It's not what I meant.
Natalie, it's not your fault.
Uh-oh. Now he's going into his SNL tape.
Stand-up and impressions.
Stand up
impressions.
Stand up and doing impressions on podcasts. That's my other thing I do.
You and every dude in the fucking city.
Oh
no,
my
just
God.
Mike Figs. Mike, get
I
in
know.
here.
I think I'm just thinking that because I was on Real Ass Podcast yesterday, and he did like 5 character reels.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When Mike and I get in a room, it's like 2 Tasmanian devils. Yeah, I don't know what to do really, Natalie. That's actually a good
Okay.
question.
Okay.
I mean, the podcast, the Loud Boys has got some traction and
Yeah.
stuff, but it does also feel like I don't know. It's kind of I was just like actually having like a little bit of a career crisis like the last weekend. So I'm just like, I don't really know. Like the social media thing, I think that's a good route, but it's tough to put out consistent stand-up clips if you're not getting like a lot of great stage time, you know? Because like those clips only do well if it's in front of a good crowd and you have a lot of material. If I'm in front of a good crowd, I usually get 5 to 7 minutes. So I have about 5 jokes I can put out. Right now.
And you have to keep putting out clips. A lot of people do one clip and they're like, okay, cool, time to start books, and you have to like do like a thing a week at least, in my opinion.
That's why I love comics. Like, I'm going to do the Schultz thing. It's like, oh yeah, you can do an hour of crowd work every week.
You
in
have
theaters.
to.
It's constant,
and it's
clips.
A lot. Like I'll do like a ton of shows a week, and I'll get like a minute.
Yeah,
like, okay, that's workable.
Exactly, and yeah, you get booked a lot. See, that's the thing. It's like, what am I going to put out? Open mic clips? I don't know about that. You know, so
people do.
They shouldn't.
And that's when you press the mute button. You're like, yo, you are souring my feed, bitch.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to sour mouse the feed. So yeah, I don't know. I think podcasting is kind of the way, but you know what? But that makes sense because I feel like most comedy fans have like true comedy fans have moved to podcasting.
They have, yeah.
They have.
Like all the people that seem relevant among comedians and in comedy fan circles are all like kind of like podcasters.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? So,
I will say from a stand-up perspective, and I never have my Instagram noise on, I'll more likely watch a clip from a podcast than someone stand-up. Like if I see Chris DiStefano posted a clip from his pod, I'll turn the noise on instead of his stand-up.
I'm with
that's
you.
That's just a stand-up perspective.
Because
it's fun. It's more punchy, I feel like.
It's more natural.
I watch people's stand-up clips with the captions just to see if they're funny. Like I just want to be like, so what's being acceptable as a joke right now?
Right.
Like I want to be like, what are people putting out? I also like run someone's social media who puts up a stand-up clip.
Is it Lewis?
No, it's not Lewis. She puts up a
She said stand-up clip.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
She puts up a stand-up clip every single day. It's amazing, but it's like, it's amazing. I mean, I can't even imagine being able to put up a stand-up clip every day and like
I don't
having
get how they do it. Yeah,
well, it comes with like someone who
good at crowd work,
meanders a lot on
essentially.
stage, good at crowd work, and has the tape sent to her daily.
Right, and has access to a lot of good stage time.
Or you're performing at a club that is taping your set. Like you're not doing it on your phone.
No.
Yeah.
It's a huge like level up.
It's a weird thing because the more successful you get, the easier it all becomes.
I know.
When you're kind of like at the bottom or near the bottom, it's like such a struggle to even try and compete. Like it's a weird thing where it's way easier for those at the top,
of course,
than me.
You're at the top, Robbie.
I'm at the top. I'm at the top of the open mics.
But the people at the top also grind it out for fucking years.
Yeah.
So
Robbie,
they can reap the benefits.
I know. I've been at this for like a decade.
Here's my problem.
Yeah, I wouldn't tell people that.
I don't know why.
Did I say decade? I just started. I'm new.
Robbie.
I just did my first set last week. Did you guys like it?
Yes, so good. Send it to Broadway Comedy Club.
Yeah, I'm going to post it on r/standup and ask for feedback.
Hilarious. Hilarious. I used to mosey around that before I started stand-up. I won't name names, but there was a 17-year-old comic.
Brandon Ordell.
No.
Name names.
No.
Name names.
No, just keep going. I'll tell you after.
Gavin Matz.
No. Keep going, though. Keep going.
So Robbie, I feel like you're just incredibly hard on yourself. You're not an open
That's
micer.
true.
Why are you saying open mics?
Because I mean, I'm not. I don't consider myself like an open micer, but I get frustrated. I still have to do so many of them.
Well, but I feel like you should be like not hard on yourself. Like most people would be like, I'm not getting booked. Fuck it, I'm not gonna get up. You're like, I'm not getting booked. I'm still gonna work. I'm still gonna go to open mics and write. Like that's awesome.
Oh, thanks. I do appreciate it because I do like the reason I keep doing stand up is because, and what I kind of make peace with is just like I just genuinely like performing. Like even I do like getting up on stage and like you know, even if it doesn't lead anywhere, it's like, well, I'm not in this. I mean, it would be really nice to have a nice career, but it's like I do this because it's fun for me to perform in front of people. You know,
Robbie is the character in the Disney movie that ends up with the girl.
I hope
That's
so.
what he is.
Oh my God.
I have big early aughts in a made-for-TV movie energy.
I feel like Robbie really could be cast in a Disney TV show or movie.
I'll take it.
Do you not think so, Maddie?
Disney. Well, I just feel like Robbie's 30.
So are all the Disney stars.
True. You watch Grease
He
lately?
really gives me.
He's giving John Travolta.
Or
Sandy.
older brother.
Sandy.
Danny
Older
Zuko.
goofy brother.
Oh my God!
He's
Look
older.
at his car. Sandy.
Okay, he's giving me older retarded brother vibes.
Nikki. Sandy. It's one of those impressions where I can only say like 2 syllables.
Yeah, literally 2 words. Yeah. God. Yeah.
Yeah, Grease is great.
Does he say anything else in the movie though, other than 2-syllable words? Like I'm trying to think of any lines he has.
I got lucky.
Yeah, that's literally.
Yeah, he really doesn't say that.
He
much.
was pretty hot in that though.
Yeah, but
I
you
think it's
watch
the
that
all black.
movie. This is a hack point, but I did just watch some clips from it. They all look so hilariously old.
Oh, yeah, it's amazing.
That's why that movie Dear Evan Hansen fucked up, where Grease got it right. Because Dear Evan Hansen, they cast a 30-year-old as a high schooler.
Yeah.
In that movie, they were like, all right, everyone's going to be old. You can't have one 30-year-old in a crowd of 18-year-olds.
1,000,000%.
It's too funny.
Then it's just Luis Gomez on a Friday night.
I really missed that.
What's up, fellow kids? We're going to the skate park after this?
Hilarious. Steve Buscemi. Luis Gomez as Steve Buscemi.
In 30 Rock.
Yeah.
So the questions that I got, multiple people asked me, does Robbie do impressions while he's having sex?
Oh.
No.
Well, first you have to have sex.
Hey, Maddie. Maddie is going for the... She's wilding out on me this episode.
I'm
It's
wilding.
been a nonstop barrage of cannons.
Maddie is one of these people where literally, I swear, Maddie,
Maddie's like girl Bobby Kelly. It's like I stepped to the table. She's like, all right,
Hilarious.
dude, time to fucking...
Hilarious.
You're going to get put through the ringer.
We look alike, too.
Maddie's one of those people that, like, I'm not even just trying to, like, kiss your ass right now because there's no reason for me to. Not in a mean way. I hate myself. Maddie is one of these people that, like, literally, I've always been like, Maddie is so fucking fun. Like, you are so fucking funny.
I appreciate that.
I like, even if you, like, fucked my boyfriend, I would still think you were so
my
fucking
God.
funny.
First of all, I have no interest. I'll
No,
tell
I
you
know.
that much.
No,
Second
but
of
what
all,
I'm saying is, like, I'm like, I've always been like, Maddie
Louis
is...
storms in. What? What did you say about
then
me?
he rapes
Maddie
me
is
just to
fucking-
prove a point.
Maddie is hilarious. Maddie has always been, like, fucking hilarious.
Thank you.
You're hilarious.
I'm regular, but I appreciate
No,
that.
no.
Oh, yada,
She's
yada, yada.
modest.
This is funny
Yeah.
because it's Natalie being very sweet and giving compliments to people who cannot accept a compliment.
No.
I know. I know we're both...
SMR podcasting and we
Hear it.
Natalie.
No, you guys need to grow the fuck up. Honestly, I like, I've always been like, you're just like yourself on stage. You don't give a like you have the layer of self-consciousness removed, so you're just like yourself on stage.
I try
and,
to
like,
be.
A lot of comics don't have that. I don't even know how to articulate. Like, you have like, you're like free on stage, so you're able to just like be you.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't have that, and I don't even know how to articulate it. It's not something that you can like learn.
Yeah.
And it's just always made you very funny. It's made you stand out. Like, when I've booked shows and had you on it, even since like I started, I've been like, oh, I'm so excited. You're going to come see the show. You're going to see Maddie. Like, I've always been like, Maddie's fucking...
No, Maddie's great.
I appreciate that.
kills.
I'm really
Something
like,
I learned over the past couple years is like, you're funny, so you can't fail.
Yes.
I was talking to someone in Austin about this.
Yeah.
You're like, at the end of the day, because I used to get riled up and like, oh boy, blah, blah, blah. But then once you remember, you're funny. I don't even know if that makes sense.
Well, it's this feel... I feel like the thing is like...
Robbie's like,
believing
no,
in yourself is very...
I don't know
I'm
what that
pretty
means.
funny and I'm
Yeah.
failing.
No, I mean, you do have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in yourself. That's what what
That's
happened.
true. Yeah,
though.
I
Like, if
gotta
you're-
get some Dalton confidence because he's always like, man, I'm gonna be the next Greg Gutfeld.
I would
man."
love to be someone like that. I would love to be someone who's like, no, just you guys fucking wait. Like, big things coming.
Yeah, well,
But
you
to
know,
be
I
fair,
definitely
he's
don't have
doing
that.
well.
it's
Like,
funny. Yeah, he is. Well, it's funny. A lot of artists who are successful, they kind of are in two camps. It's either those guys
Yeah.
or people who are really hard on themselves. Like I listened to an interview with Bob Odenkirk, and that guy, like, he's really hard on himself.
It's two. You're one or the other.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's
I
Catholics and Jews.
I feel like you can be hard on yourself and you can love yourself and hate yourself at the same time. It's like a very specific type of narcissism that
West.
most comedians
Yeah.
have. It's like, you're like, I know I'm funny and I can't fail, but at the same time, I hate myself. I
Yeah.
think that's what most comedians
High
are.
ego, low self-esteem. That's what I say. It's a lot of comedians.
But some people have the high ego and high self-esteem.
Yeah,
And
that's the dark triad.
yeah. That's when you like, yeah.
But those people kill it.
They crush.
They crush because that's the magic. Or they upset everybody and everyone's like, you're an asshole.
Yeah.
If they're not funny. If you're
No,
funny,
yeah,
you
no,
need
no.
that.
Yeah.
But I think the most reviled people in comedy have the high ego, high self-esteem. That's
no, I
narcissism,
agree.
basically.
Yeah, I agree.
Would you consider yourself a narcissist?
No, I'm the opposite. I'm, what do they call it? A codependent or whatever.
Empath.
Yeah, people pleaser. I'm a people pleaser, which is the opposite. That's why I attract a lot of narcissists in my life because of that.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you guys?
I have narcissistic tendencies, but when I look at the full definition, I'm like, I'm too lazy to like manipulate people into blah blah blah. You know what I mean?
It seems like a lot of work.
It seems like a lot of work,
Yeah.
like the self-centeredness of it, and like narcissism involves like getting like if you get cancer and you let everyone know because it feels good to have people feel bad for you. I don't have that type of thing. I have the type of thing where like I like to do stand up because I like to be the center of attention. I don't think that's
being self-absorbed.
Narcissism involves like manipulation through like some pretty fucked up tactics.
Yeah. No, yeah, true. Because they need it. They like it's like that's like their sustenance.
They
it's like
feed off of it.
Yeah, emotional vampirism, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
So you guys are both single.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Ready to mingle.
Hey, Christian mingle. I'm on Raya.
Are you on Raya?
Yeah.
Nice.
What do you guys think of that?
I'm impressed.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Mike's jealous. Mike Harrington. Everyone's like, oh, refer me. I'm like, bitch, you won't get accepted. It's 8% acceptance rate, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I feel like Raya sucks because it's like everyone on there is like a douchebag.
The vibes are like you're on Raya, which means you're too cool to message. So there's never any date set because we're all on Raya. So we're inherently.
Have you run into anyone that you like, like a celebrity or something like that?
Only Randall Otis. He's a comic, so that's why I was like, wow.
Damn, who books this?
Yes, literally. But no, it's a lot of like, you know how like I don't know if you know Soho House and it started as like creatives only, but they realized creatives are fucking poor,
and ugly.
And ugly. So they had to open it up to finance people. That's what Raya is. There's like one filmmaker and then like a billion like equity investors who are like 41 and have like the biggest jawline you've ever seen in your life.
That's pretty cool.
But yeah.
So what would you rate Raya as a dating app as compared to like Hinge, Tinder, Bumble?
I like it more just because I don't like sifting through freaks. And every time I see like a stand-up go on stage who's fucking disgusting and he's like, yeah, I'm on Hinge. I'm like, thank God I'm not fucking on there. I like being in a pool of like...
Natalie, what kind of question is that? Which dating app do you like more? The one with all the normal people or the one with the hot billionaires and celebrities?
No, Raya, I honestly, like, I don't like it. I feel like you can't talk to anyone. No one responds to you.
Yeah, it is.
Really?
The vibes are weird. And I have a nice profile. I got a thought pic. I got regular pic. I got pics of my career, blah, blah, blah.
Nice.
And I don't get it. But also, I do say comedian, which I don't think people like. Like, I already got one message that was like, dated a comedian. Are you going to berate me? And I was like,
they don't want you to put you in your little skit.
Literally.
Yeah.
So maybe I should change my thing to like actor.
Say actor, yeah.
Or
say one of Cannon's angels.
Yeah. Wildin' out girl.
Wildin' out girl.
But I'd rather be on there. I also don't want... It's not like people know who I am, but some people, like I'm at the point where like I'll do stand up and people in the audience know who I am. And I don't feel like being perceived on a dating app by like strangers who might know who I am.
Right.
Screenshots. You can't say anything anymore.
It's true.
You know?
Cancel culture.
Maddy's famous.
Yeah.
I just don't feel like dealing with that. I went on a date with a guy who knew who I was and like we kissed and he was like, wow, who knew Maddy Smith would be a good kisser? And I'm like, yeah. Like the whole time I was like, wow, who knew Maddy Smith would be cool?
I've gotten that, but from open micers.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's my dating
experience. Being with anyone who's like had a preconceived notion of who you are.
Yeah, exactly.
I know, I agree.
It just sucks.
I made the mistake, like an audience member a few years ago. I was like, oh, this is gonna be fun, and like he thought I was gonna be like a dancing monkey the whole time.
Yeah.
So it's hard to find like anonymous. Or I think the goal is like adjacent, like comedy adjacent, who like get it, but like don't know they don't want to do care.
I went on a date with a comedian a couple years ago. And she was like, "I can't believe I'm here with Robbie Goodwin," like in a disgusted way. I was like, "Oh, come on,
shit, hilarious." Hilarious.
I think she's like trying to bust my balls, but it was like
they got busted.
Ouch.
Yeah, ouchie.
At what point in a relationship, say they're not a comic, do you feel like they can see your act or you can invite them to a show?
Good question.
I'm literally like, come through whenever. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
The only thing I'm worried about is if they haven't seen it, I'm worried that I'll bomb and they'll hate it. Like the first impression of me that it will be a bomb.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen as much anymore, but especially when I was starting, it was like a 50-50 chance I would bomb. So I didn't want to invite them. But they always thought it was like, oh my God, especially in college, like, oh my God, you do comedy or whatever. It's like it's like a cool thing. And
or stand up.
And especially also like in LA too, where there was like no good shows.
I know. That's the risk is when you start, you invite people everywhere. So like if people see a bad show, they don't understand like, oh, the show was bad. They think you were bad and they never speak to you again.
Yeah.
Right. They don't understand the audience. They don't understand like the jokes were good.
Yeah.
Because audiences, they leave when they see a comic bomb. They don't say, oh, he was off that night or the crowd was bad. They say he's not funny.
And I'm going to tell everyone I know that they suck.
And he's a loser. And he sucks.
Yeah, that's why I don't. It's such a gamble for me to bring. But if I have like I'll bring them if I have like a guarantee. Like, all right, this is gonna be a good show.
Right.
I'm competent at stand up now. Like, you just gotta kind of suss out which show. You can
pretty
bring
much.
Someone to.
Yeah, you stop listing all the shows you're on.
Yep.
I hate when people I know come to see me perform.
Yeah, I also hate it, but I'm also.
It does make me nervous.
I think I'm over it now because I'm like I've accepted like it's just gonna keep happening.
Yeah.
So stop getting in your fucking head about it. But I used to be like, if I go to a show and people are like, we're coming to your show tonight, and you're like, fuck. That also means you have to wait around after and be like, what'd you think?
You're like, I have to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to talk to you people.
No way.
I mean, I really appreciate when people like come to support me.
Yeah.
Me too,
but at the same time, I feel this like weird, like when I was a kid, my parents would come see me like do theater and they'd be like, you are so good.
Yeah.
And so that's like in my head. And then when I do stand up and like people come see me and they're just like, hey, after a show, I'm like, hello.
I know.
You're not going to do the thing my parents used to do?
I know.
Yeah.
I hate that shit.
I hate when my parents come to shows.
Hate that.
Why?
Because my mom heckles. She heckles everybody.
Really?
Really? What does she do?
Is she drunk or no?
She just thinks she's helping.
Oh, okay.
I mean, not really heckling, but like shouting, "Woo!" or "Yeah!" or "Me too!" Like
Hashtag me too.
Yeah. Hashtag me too.
Yeah.
Is your mom hot?
She's a good-looking lady, yeah. And so it's like,
He's Afghani, so
yeah,
she's like a hot.
She is hot from the burning sun. No, yeah, she'll like get a couple in her and whatever. I love my mom; she's a great lady, but sometimes it can be like tough to bring her to shows.
Do you have siblings, Maddie?
Yeah, I have one sister. Oh, wow. She's 4 years older than me.
What does she do?
She's a nurse.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have siblings?
I do. I have a younger sister.
What does she do? Is she a nurse?
She's in grad school right now. She's
For
like a
what?
girl boss business.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Emory. Shout out Diana.
Oh, really?
Actually,
Emory's
please don't
in
look her
Atlanta?
up. Yeah, yeah, it is.
Wow.
Cool.
Damn. So you guys both have sisters. Mm-hmm. Fuck. God, I'm getting to know you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Through one
that's
piece
what
of
happens.
information.
Do they want to come on the show?
Are both of our siblings?
I don't think so.
That would be pretty funny, though. Just the brother. You have the siblings of your previous guests.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. That's a
kinda
good
fun.
idea.
And they'd be like, so.
So
They wouldn't get it. I tried to do a podcast once, like early on, where it was like connecting with people from my high school, and they just like fucking. They like couldn't talk.
Regular people cannot
They can't
talk on the mic. Even people that you think because they're funny, like
Yeah.
they make you laugh in conversations, they just freeze. You know, they're not
freeze.
performers.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get a good one.
Yeah.
But-
It is hard. I mean, it's harder than you think. Even like a comic has to get used to talking into a microphone on a podcast.
I used to get nervous doing podcasts.
Yeah. I'm
and
nervous right now.
I'm fucking petrified. I'm about to pass out.
I wish I was high. I'm really pissed that I'm not high.
Why didn't you get high?
Getting high makes me more nervous most of the time.
Really?
Yeah, it gets me in my head. I get paranoid. I have bad social anxiety on it. That's why I don't like to smoke weed at parties. I mean, if I get drunk, I'll always like smoke a little bit or whatever. But weed does not agree with my brain for whatever reason.
Really? You don't smoke weed?
No, not really.
Do you do drugs?
Like now and then. I'm not like a habitual drug user. I drink a lot. Like that's more my thing. But my drug use is like if it's around. Basically, that's like what I do.
Okay. Do you? Mm-hmm. You do?
Yeah, I like weed.
I feel like I'm like, am I funnier when I'm high?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Do you ever struggle with that?
Yeah, I think it's like depends. I've been unfunny and funny on both. So I think like relying on one
is bad.
Sometimes I'll fall into the trap of like, oh, you need to be high, and then you still like don't do well. You're like,
You're
oh,
just like-
hold on. It's just like I need to fucking focus.
It also
today.
is scary when you do a drug and you're better on it. Like I've done
Yeah.
kratom and gone on stage and I'm like way more comfortable and it's like, oh god.
Okay, Artie Lang.
Hey. Yeah, I can't combat. Hey, Artie Lang's alive. Why did that scare you? It's legal. This
Anyway,
is Gas Digital. Everyone
but you
does
did well
kratom.
on it?
I did. Yeah, I was like
Yeah.
really, really comfortable.
Yeah.
And
But then the more you do, the more it just is.
that's
just
exactly
another
right.
day
I got
in life.
scared because I was like, I don't want to like.
Yeah.
because I could see myself getting in the mode like, oh, I better take some of this because I'm more comfortable on stage or whatever. I don't even like to drink before I go on stage.
No, I don't either.
No, when I drink, then I feel really disconnected.
I fucking turn into a fucking idiot. But I'll do like if I have like a few shows in a night, for the last one, I'll get a little high as a treat.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? You're like, I did my work.
Mm-hmm.
I put in my work, did my little thing, and now I'm like looser. Blah blah blah. Have some fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I feel you.
Are you guys getting ready for mics?
Because I
You celebrate?
Oh, I'm getting ready.
Not really. I don't really do presents with my family, so that's a big weight off of me for sure.
Mm-hmm.
You celebrate?
I like Christmas. Yeah.
Yeah. What's going on?
Going back home, gonna visit my grandma, my dad, and her new dog. Yeah.
Okay.
Excited to see this dog.
Wow.
What kind of dog?
I don't know. It looks like Martin Scorsese though. It's very funny.
Okay, cool.
It's like it's a new dog because her dog just died, so she got a new one. Yeah, I like Christmas. I like going home. I like going to the Bay Area, especially around now because it's really cold in New York and it's like fall weather in San Francisco. So yeah, I don't know. I like Christmas. I'm a fan of the holidays. I'm a big holidays guy. I like Halloween. I like Thanksgiving. I like Christmas. It's fun. I feel like you guys don't agree. Do you guys hate the holidays?
No, I'm indifferent.
No, I like the holidays a lot. I feel like we're having like a very holiday time.
Mm-hmm. A wonderful Christmas time.
Yeah,
Simply having. Yeah.
We're simply having a wonderful Christmas time. Lewis and I, we've been really celebrating, decorating. James is really into the holidays. He's really into Elf on the Shelf.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
And so I have been. It's so funny because I have been getting really into Elf on the Shelf, and I will set up like the most awesome Elf on the Shelf for James to see in the morning. And then Lewis takes a picture of it and posts it on Instagram as if he did it. It is so funny.
Oh, yeah.
It's my favorite thing ever. Like, I drew on all of the eggs.
Yeah.
It was amazing. I drew faces on all the eggs.
What is Elf on a Shelf? It's just an elf on a shelf?
Every morning, the elf moves because the elf is watching. For December, every morning, the elf is watching you and then goes back at night, goes back during the day to tell Santa if you've been good or not.
Wait, it's a moving elf?
Yeah, you move it around.
Yeah, the elf is there.
Oh, you move it.
I move it, but the kid thinks that the elf is like magical.
The elf was moving on its own.
Right? So
I believe in the magic of Christmas.
What are you on Kratom? What's going on here?
so there's all right.
I wish. At this point.
Well, it's okay. You know what?
It's like
a
thing,
cute little elf.
You put it on the mantle, or you put it in the fridge.
Yeah, you put it wherever, right?
okay.
And every morning, the kid looks for the elf.
Oh,
and is like, where?
No.
Well, there it is. There's sprinkles.
Oh, okay.
There's the elf. So I had the best ideas. I found it on Pinterest, but it's fine. I took the elf. I took our carton of eggs. I drew smiley faces and crazy faces on every single egg. Every egg. You guys are not even fazed by this.
No,
it's
I
sick.
just feel
it's
like
cool.
you and Lewis have such a domestic relationship.
Yeah.
We can't even relate. Like you're talking like
we're living bohemian New York City.
We do. We are fucking.
We are the cast of Rent.
Yeah.
And Natalie is, out there in New Jersy.
Yeah.
We do.
Drawing faces on eggs.
We are.
We're
while
so
our
domestic.
heat's being turned off because we don't have enough fucking money.
We're so domestic. Okay, so I draw on all the eggs.
Nice.
No one cares. No one cares about me drawing on the eggs, which is fine.
I think it's cool.
Okay, I draw on the eggs.
You're like a stepmom.
Yeah.
Like we can't relate. We don't even know how to talk to kids.
I pick up the kid from school 3
I thought
days
the
a
elf
week.
on the shelf was real. I'm so far behind.
Like, does it move?
Are you the kid? Wow.
But that's cool. So he posted on his Instagram like he did it?
Yeah. And then he's like, I made the kid. I'm like, God damn it.
Aww.
That's a good point, though.
It's a good point. But to be fair, I drew on it was literally my masterpiece.
Okay, so here's my question for you. How old are you? Are you 30? How old are you? 28?
27.
27?
On Friday.
Happy birthday.
Wow, happy birthday.
Thank
So what's it like living in New Jersey in like a house with like a kid? Isn't that crazy? I would be like, yo, what the fuck is going on
Maddie,
here?
that was like, so what are you doing wasting your life? What are you doing?
I'm not even wasting. I'm like,
Maddie's
no,
like,
no.
So what's it like to resign yourself to being boring as shit?
No, not even boring. Just like, what the fuck? Like, you live in the suburbs. That's crazy to me.
I
You're
live in the
literally like a
suburbs.
mom.
I drive an hour and a half to get into the city.
Good God.
I am.
This is my impression of everyone who lives in Jersey. Took me 20 minutes to get here. Can you believe that? It's faster than coming from Brooklyn.
Here's my impression of
That's
everyone in
fucking
Jersey.
false.
Yeah.
Sandy. Oh my God.
Sandy.
Jersey.
They don't even live in Jersey, do they?
I don't know.
In Greece? It's like a fake place.
Yeah. I think it's like supposed to be like any town.
Jersey is so fucking
Which is
far.
why another reason it's funny Travolta's in that. He seems like he's from New Jersey.
Yeah.
I have really resigned. You resign to the when you resign to the traffic, when you learn that like traffic time just means texting time. It's fine, you know.
I hate driving. I hate traffic. So that's why I left LA. Like, among a billion other things, horrible city. But like, yeah, traffic. I feel like New York traffic is the worst of both worlds. Sorry, sorry, Natalie.
No, okay. Here's the thing.
You're going hard on your lifestyle.
No. It's a lifestyle that I want. Like, I want, I want that lifestyle. Like, I want like a normal life.
Where are you from again?
I'm from the city, so I don't want. I grew up living the rent. Like when I was 6, I was in rent.
Right.
Like I'm tired of like.
She got AIDS.
I'm tired of having AIDS. Like I want like a normal fucking life. Like I want to wake up and like look across the street and have neighbors. Like I just want a normal life. So I'm fucking down. I like it.
I like that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's great. Because I'm the opposite where I'm like, I feel like I should want that, but I really don't. You know what I mean? Because I'm 30 now and I'm like, I should not enjoy the New York City
chaos.
Chaos and just living like you're still in college, basically.
It's literally college.
Yeah.
I feel like this weird dichotomy of like.
I sit a keg stand before I came here.
In the morning.
Yeah. I did Kratom keg stand.
In his ass.
In my ass. I got fucked in my ass.
Yeah.
And this is sponsored by Yo Kratom.
The real rent lifestyle.
The real New York lifestyle is getting fucked in the ass by the elf in the shelf.
Do not talk like that about sprinkles.
Wait, that's a good place.
The elf moves into my ass.
If the elf comes down, he's blowing Lewis. That's a good place to put the elf on the shelf.
Baby James, don't try and find me today.
We used to store.
Do not try and find the elf today.
During the year, we keep the elf in we used to keep the elf in the drawer with all of the stuff that he cannot find. And it was like that drawer, if he ever found the drawer with the elf, it would be.
What else is in there?
My Stag magazine, which is like my.
Is that motorcycles?
Yeah, it's like I'm naked in it.
Really?
Nice.
Like full bush?
No bush.
But like full?
No vagina.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. Just other stuff like that.
Do you have a bush?
At the moment, we're trimmed up.
We are really getting to know each other.
You have a bush?
She's like, you have a sibling? I really know you now.
Yeah. Do you have a bush? And are you sick of your life?
Do you have a bush?
I don't right now. I'm fucking hoeing out.
Do you have a bush?
No, but I do get hairy. I'm so fucking hairy. I'm like, thank you to the good people at Manscaped who withdrew their sponsorship.
Why are we like calling out all the people that don't sponsor me that could sponsor
I'm calling
me?
them out. They stopped. They didn't.
Why don't they sponsor you anymore?
They gave us a trial, and I think our ads were too retarded. So they're like, we are not going to give you a contract. I'm pretty sure because they were like, I shouldn't talk too much shit about them.
Okay.
Thank you, Manscaped. I appreciate the Lawnmower 4.0.
Here's the thing. What I like to do is I like to hack it all down, let it grow a little bit, and then hack it all down again.
Yeah, I think that's pretty normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah, that's about
what
right.
were we talking?
New Jersey.
New Jersey. Yeah, I like Jersey.
What else is in the drawer?
Is it like The Sopranos?
Jersey?
Yeah.
No, it's not like The Sopranos. I really like Jersey. I like having a dog, a backyard. I like being stepmom. Like I like that life.
Aww.
It's nice.
With a hot Billy. Great.
I like spending time with James. He's awesome.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's nice. Yeah.
If you like it, that's awesome.
I was saying I feel like there's this dichotomy where it's like I really want like a nice family life. Like I just want like nice, stable, normal, boring life. And then I'm like I also love comedy, and it's like this weird. It's like so it's just like this adjustment time of being like, all right, I love comedy and I also love this life. Like how am I gonna manage my time so that like both of these things make sense?
I mean, that's the problem with comedy, right? Is like it's impossible to like have a stable, true.
Unless you're banging up the ladder.
That's a good.
I mean, am I banging?
Maddy, you are so.
Maddy, I'm not really. Can I be honest?
This is how you do both.
Maddy, if I'm being honest, I get up significantly less now that I'm dating Lewis. I don't know if you've noticed.
Okay, I'm gonna Google
Really?
famous female comedians.
I don't think so.
Are you kidding me? I used to get up like every
That was a
night,
joke, by the
twice
way.
a night.
Well, you think
now
because Smith would be a good kisser.
Weak
yeah,
tops.
but you get more like connections. I feel like you don't have to get up as much because you have a podcast here and you like
But
can go on the road with me and stuff too.
It's not on the network. B,
This is not a guess. Okay, I got to get out of here. You guys wrote me into something that I thought it was something else.
B. I mean, what was the other part?
He takes you on the road and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he takes me on the road, but it's not like, I mean, it's not like I, like obviously Lewis helps me and stuff like that, but it's not like my career is like, this is, like, my relationship with Lewis doesn't have to, it's not like a
I was
career
joking.
thing. Whatever. I'm addressing the trolls as well at the moment.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's what happens anytime.
Hey, trolls, back off.
But, and it's also like the other, it's funny because it's like the other side of the relationship, like, is what people don't see. People just have no idea, like, what.
Yeah, they have no idea
what goes on. It's like they just don't know what I can, like, they don't see what I contribute in any capacity.
As someone who was once featured in the Legion of Skanks subreddit, I understand.
As someone who was frequently featured in the Legion of Skanks
One
subreddit.
time, they posted my headshot and they said, Maddy Smith airbrushed her nipples out. This is in like 2018 or something.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's all you
got? No, I know. That's all I got. But it was hurtful for me to know that was there. So I
I'm so
understand.
sorry, Maddie.
Yeah, I know.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Luckily, they really like me in there.
Yeah, because you're a fucking dude.
Just kidding.
Oh.
Yeah.
I just feel like, yeah.
I was just kidding, by the way.
It's okay. You deeply wounded me.
That was a joke because you said, how can I... I want to do it both. I said, this is how you do it both.
I would love to fuck up the ladder. I'm going to try.
If I want to fuck up the
Carol
ladder,
Burnett single?
The best way to fuck up the ladder for anyone listening is you probably want to fuck someone behind the scenes up the ladder. Like, you probably want to fuck
100%.
Like, and I know someone that's doing this and it seems to be really paying off for them.
Who is it?
I'm not going to name
names.
You want
to bang like an industry.
But you want to bang like an
designer.
agent, a casting director,
agent, booker.
Like, you don't want to bang there's only so much a comic can do for you. You can open for them, that you can meet people.
Right.
If you want to bang up the ladder, you fucking bang someone behind the scenes. There are a lot of people that do that, and it fucking
bing bang boom,
bing bang, boom.
Bing bong,
bing bong,
Lauren Michaels,
bing bang,
bing bang bong boom.
Right.
Yeah,
fuck me in the ass.
Yeah.
No, I agree though. But you have to bang industry people.
Yeah,
that's smart.
What
Other
the fuck is a comic
going to
do for you?
Right,
yeah,
exactly.
Like you'll be their opener. Then what?
Right.
No one's gonna be like, wow.
Yeah.
I'll remember Natalie forever. She was a fantastic host.
True. Yeah.
I used to think it was such a big deal to like host for people at Governors. It's like, no,
oh my God,
these
hilarious.
comics don't like the comics headlining don't see you as like your opening for me. They see you as the road host.
Some local.
I agree.
They see you as the local host.
No, I agree because my manager was like, what's it called? Stress Factory has a host open. I think you should get in there. I'm like, hosting is not the fucking way. And don't act like from
you
my
get looked down on as a host. Like you want to be a feature at minimum. Like,
I know,
but you're
agree.
a headliner at this point. Like that's crazy.
Even featuring, you're like, bro, no.
Featuring seems like the sweet spot to me though, because you can impress people. Like even if they see you as something.
But hosting is like bottom of the barrel.
I rarely see like a killer host set. It seems like it's like the local guy warming stuff up.
Bottom of the barrel.
Actually, an advice that someone did give me.
It's a good experience if you want it.
And his name is Lewis. He was like, you should not be hosting. He was like, you shouldn't be hosting because it's not a good look. You'll get less stage.
It's not a good look.
He's like, you'll get less stage time, but you should not be hosting. It's not a good look and it's not helpful. You're not gonna have good sets. Like, what are you getting out of hosting?
I agree. It's not a good look.
Yeah. Now get this elf on the shelf out of my ass.
You shouldn't be hosting.
Like, now why did you touch Sprinkles during the day?
Don't host. Give me Sprinkles.
Don't touch his fucking elf.
Man, Jersey's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he's a good guy to listen to about that kind of thing. I think that's another problem I have is I don't like think about these optics.
You don't think about advice?
I clearly
not. You didn't bring in the best
I didn't bring in any advice.
Received?
I never think about like, oh, how are people perceiving? I'll do anything, you know.
Yeah, I started thinking about it within the past couple years.
Yeah, well, you have more eyes on you now, so that makes sense.
Yeah, and you just start thinking about like money. You're like,
True.
If the money's not there, then what's the point of being there? If there's no benefits of being there.
It's weird because I'm like,
I think I got booked to do a police benefit in Long Island, which will be pretty fun.
What are you gonna say?
I'll be like, hey, what's up, fellow cops? Blue Lives Matter, right?
Hey.
And high five, you know. I don't know.
Okay.
It could be fun.
I think it'll be fun.
Free pasta.
Are you getting paid a lot?
Yeah.
I don't know. They just said there was going to be free pasta dinner.
It's probably like $50.
Italian.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, I'll just go and be like, what's with these black people? Oh. I'm not actually going to do that.
We know.
I don't even know if I'm actually booked for it.
I think it'll be fun.
I think you'll do great.
Thank you.
I think you'll have a killer time.
Long Island people are so, except for whoever I'm going to be doing this show in front of, are so trashy though. I was walking around during SantaCon, and that's all like what Long Island and Jersey people probably, and it's like Jesus Christ.
I leave Jersey people out of this.
I love New York.
Seriously.
I love New Yorkers a lot, but then like the immediate surrounding areas are just people I want to have like no involvement with, like ever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's trash.
I like going to Long Island. I think it's a good litmus test for like your material, because if you do well in Long Island, you can go to Middle America.
I agree.
I've never done a show in Long Island.
It is a good
I've only
litmus
just been like
test.
amongst
It
those
is.
people.
Like I did a Bohemia Club, McGuire's.
Yeah. Oh,
and
yeah.
That's like, yeah.
That's old people.
That's a true test of like, can I go to the Ohio and also do well?
Yeah, for sure.
I bombed there like 3 years ago, and then I went back recently and did well. I was like, okay,
You're like, hey.
improvement.
It's so I feel like this weird space of like, I know that for me to do a Brooklyn bar show, I'm driving 2 hours each way.
Oh,
Like,
that sucks.
it's like crazy. So that's why I'm kind of not really doing that anymore.
That too, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Tiny Cupboard is fucking hard to get to.
I do still produce at the Tiny Cupboard, but I don't really go.
Yeah.
But I feel like I do still need to get reps in. So it's like
Blah, blah, blah. Have some fun.
doing all the club spots that I get, but I'm like, I still need to get more reps in, but I also like, I just can't justify driving 2 hours each way for an 8-minute set in Brooklyn for 7 people.
I'm with you on that. Yeah.
Is there
Makes
shows in
sense.
Jersey you could do?
Yeah, but it's like, it's,
Dojo of Comedy.
yeah, I
yeah.
like that place a lot. There's some like Jersey City shows, but it's
Just
like,
not the same quantity.
yeah. It's not
It's a smaller
yeah,
scene.
You
Right,
have
yeah.
to like really,
Yeah.
and it's like, okay, I could justify like, I'll do a couple Brooklyn spots that night.
Yeah.
So it makes it like,
Right.
Yeah, I think you also
Build them up,
you grow
yeah.
quicker doing New York stuff. Like even just going out of town and doing stuff, it's like
I don't know. I really like being on the road. I think people
do
are
too.
so much nicer. I'd way rather be on the road than do New York spots.
I agree. I
I
would
like being
rather
on the
too,
road,
because
too.
the shows are usually better too. But it's like you can just get whatever. There's more frequency of shows in New York
Maddie
City.
goes,
I just think getting out of like the hamster wheel of New York is so much free, and you're
I
like, oh
agree.
shit, I'm good at this. This is fun. There's appreciative people out here. I'm getting paid, and I'm out of this like weird clique of people that value one thing over the other.
Yeah.
And you remember why you started this.
yes.
Hamster wheel is actually a really good way to put it.
That's really what
'cause
it is.
You can feel like a feudal toiler here in
You
New
literally
York
feel like
City.
you're losing your mind.
Yeah.
Or you think that like,
It's Groundhog Day here.
Yeah. Yeah.
but when you have left Groundhog Day for a while and then you come back, like I feel like I
like,
haven't.
damn, Groundhog Day rules.
Yeah,
you can
like,
reset every day.
I haven't like been
Yeah.
hanging in the scene really, and then
Yeah.
like I did like a show yesterday, and I was like, hey, I know
yeah.
everyone. Hi.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh my God.
that's
No one's
cool.
advancing their career. This is great.
I think variety is key.
Yeah.
You mix it up.
Good
Because
magazine.
also, if you go on the road, you'll get tired of that at some point.
Right.
So I think mixing it up is the way to go.
I think that's very, very true.
Yeah.
One thing you'll never get tired of, the kitchen. You can always pick a new recipe. I made a great steak, cauliflower,
Nice.
mushrooms. I did some laundry. Never gets old.
All right. I'll go to the kitchen.
So, Robbie, maybe you want to consider being a housewife, as
housewife?
well as
Yeah.
stand-up.
I would love to
Honestly.
be a stay-at-home dad. I think that'd be
Honestly.
so much fun.
Honestly.
It's really, you just feel like you have your space, you take care of it, and go out and do some spots.
Yeah, the way you put it, sounds
hard
very
work.
relaxing and nice.
The one bad thing about being that is that like I feel like it is a lot of work, and it's like this level of work that no one respects.
I know.
yeah.
It's like
you
do
get
it-
Maddie over here being like, so what are you doing, wasting your life?
like do
That's not what I said at all, bitch. Don't even fucking act.
no, but it's like it's like you're doing laundry for 3 people, you're doing like dishes, cleaning
Yeah.
a whole fucking house, blah blah blah. But everyone's like,
Yeah.
you're like, you're not doing anything. What the fuck are you
Right.
doing?
Yeah.
Why is it taking you so
I
long?
know.
Yeah.
And you're like, this is a lot of work.
Mhm.
It's a
But
lot of
everyone's
work.
like, fucking speed it up, bitch.
Right, because
Yeah.
they don't see it as adding anything. They just see it as like resetting.
They just see it as like this is the bottom. This is like the base
This is
level.
the
This
status
is the base
quo.
But if
level.
something's off of the base level, they're like, what's going on here?
It's like a
Right,
great
right.
lineman in football. They only notice if you fuck up.
Yes,
But
yes,
if you do your job,
yes.
nobody cares.
Right, which is all. It's the same with anything, I guess.
Yeah.
Like with comedy, it's like if you're in the audience, you won't notice if someone's doing.
Well, if you
"Whoa."
kill, people notice. You
But
know?
if the house is spotless, then fucking
You crushed
the
it?
great aunt comes over and she's like,
Yeah.
wow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. See, people do appreciate it.
Oh, women do.
Women do.
Yeah.
Women,
Yeah.
Men really do not care.
They don't care.
Men, it's not that men don't care. It's just that they've never done that, so they don't know.
I know. Or
Yeah, I
you
hate
could go to a
cleaning.
guy's place and he's like clean, he's still like messy.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
never as clean as a woman's place.
They don't know the details. They don't know to look at certain places.
And deep clean.
They don't know things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we're just a bunch of dumb apes.
And all you guys have fucking shit in your toilets.
No.
What's up with that? Every time I go to a guy's place, his toilet is covered in shit.
No, why
you
don't
guys
men
all have
care
IBS.
about shit?
Yeah.
I don't know. I clean my toilet.
Why don't...
Every time I hook up with a guy, he has shit in his toilet.
Really?
Like on the sides,
Ew.
yeah.
On the sides?
Yeah, like they just like live in their own
Yeah.
shit everywhere.
Are they eating right?
I don't think so. I have a theory that all men like do not eat right. And they're just like having
true.
intense diarrhea.
I feel like...
And they're like, I have IBS.
I can't remember the last time I had diarrhea. Usually I take a shit, flush it, everything's clean, everything's fine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not like making a mess in the toilet. Like,
Me
what's
neither.
happening with these people?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. The man's ass is a horrible place. I wish I could argue in favor, but the one thing I won't defend is a man's ass.
I did have like
my own included.
I did have. I'm sorry, we're going too long, but I did have
Sorry.
a fuck up, and I did talk
This
about
podcast
this.
is too good.
Well, one could argue that it's so bad that I'm stretching it out to find a good clip. Just kidding.
Hey,
Okay.
wow.
I'm kidding. But I did have a moment where I didn't pick up the dog poop for a while, and then I had to go through it last night and pick up
Ew, I hate that.
so much dog poop.
Ew.
But wow, I can't believe my dog's poops are
Clean.
Really good.
every poop was like a fresh, perfect little log.
It's good.
I mean, he is such a good boy.
Means
That
he's
is
taken
great.
care of.
Anyway, guys, let's get some plugs, and thank you so much for joining me.
Thank
Thank you for having
Yeah, this was
Maddy,
fun.
Robbie.
Shout
Yes.
out Natalie's dog for pooping good.
Shout out Natalie's dog. Shout out Alf on the Shelf.
Shout out Nick Cannon.
Shout out Nick Cannon.
Shout out
Shout out
Rent.
Lewis.
Shout out the musical Rent.
Shout out Mike Harrington producing.
Shout out Mike Harrington.
I'm
Mike's
really
over us.
sad because Mike Harrington didn't have any input this entire episode.
Mike, you got anything to
You
say?
didn't talk at all of it.
Yeah, what the fuck?
There were so many things, and I've lost them all now. But, absolutely excellent episode. I really enjoyed this.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah.
Anytime you made Robbie melt down, I got so
I did not
happy.
melt down.
As,
Now I'm melting
as you're
down,
melting
Mike.
down.
No, call me cheese because I'm melting down.
Hey, there it is.
I could have used your backup on the man's ass, Mike. What do you think about a man's ass?
No one wants to see Mike Harrington's ass. Mike?
Confirmed. No, nobody wants to see that.
Yeah. Plug time.
Plug
Plug?
time?
Speaking of asses,
Hey.
let's plug that up.
I lost a plug in my ass.
Shut up.
What?
Really?
Where'd it go?
Yeah.
It's like swallowing gum.
Did it come out your mouth?
Threw it up the next morning. No, it was, I'm kidding. But
Was it the elf on the shelf?
It's in the drawer.
No, it was like
How'd you get it out?
deep breaths.
Meditation?
Really?
Deep breaths and couple bonding, I
You have
guess.
to try poop it back out?
No, you don't poop it back out, but it's
How do
just
you
like,
get
How
it
to
out?
get out? There's only 3 ways out. I don't think it's the ears.
I'm not a butt person,
It,
so.
it comes out the way it goes in, but it's
Yeah.
just like a whole fucking thing.
And you have to like push through.
It's just like a whole thing. It's like childbirth.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, where can
It was
people
a
find
plug
you?
or a bead.
Where can,
I'm now picturing giving birth to the elf on the
where
shelf.
can people find you, Robbie?
Check out the Loud Boys podcast. Also, follow me on social media at Robbie Goodwin. And I'm posting a bunch of stuff on my YouTube channel lately. I got a lot of good clips recently, so definitely check that out. Yeah, rate, subscribe, and review. That's about it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll be at Cobb's Comedy Club on the 29th.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, just the
San
showcase.
Francisco.
But I'm excited to do it.
Awesome. You guys can find me on Instagram, so Maddy Smith. Lots of dates coming up, so check them out. And my podcast that time of the week.
You can find me at Natalie Cuomo _. As you know, please, for the love of God, subscribe to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Natalie Cuomo. It means the world to me. And guess what? My birthday is Friday. Woo!
Happy birthday, Natalie!
28.
27.
Oh, you're turning
29.
27. You're turning 27.
27. I'm 26
okay,
today.
26.
Congrats.
Okay, cool.
26 today, 27 Friday. It's very exciting.
That's going to be fun.
The only thing I want for my birthday is YouTube subscribers. And it's
Awesome.
free. It's free.
It's so easy.
So please subscribe to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Natalie Cuomo. It's literally the only thing I want for my birthday. So please do that for me. And thank you guys for listening. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to Help with Natalie Cuomo. Tune in next week for another episode. Find us on social media at Help with Natalie.